Appendix A. Demand Index D. Most technicians will agree that volume analysis is an important ingredient in determining a market's direction. The demand index is the ratio of buying pressure to selling pressure. When the buying pressure is greater than the selling pressure, the D is above the zero line, which is positive. Greater selling pressure means the D is below zero, which implies prices will move lower. Fig. The demand index D, which incorporates price and volume, is shown here as a histogram. Values above zero are positive, below zero they are negative. Notice the bullish divergence in late 1994 and the bearish divergence in late 1995. Courtesy Metastock Equus International. Fig. The demand index, solid line, compared to a weekly chart of GM. Trendline breaks on the D line often preceded trendline breaks on the price chart. Notice the negative, bearish divergence in April 1996. Courtesy Metastock Equus International. Herrick Payoff Index. HPI. This indicator was developed by the late John Herrick as a way of analyzing commodity futures through changes in the open interest. As discussed in Chapter 7, changes in the open interest can give traders important clues as to whether a market trend is well supported or not. The Herrick Payoff Index uses price, volume, and open interest to determine money flow into or out of a given commodity. This is often quite important as buying or selling pennies can often be identified through analysis of the open interest by the Herrick Payoff Index. A positive value means that the HPI in projecting higher prices and that open interest is rising along with prices. One of the more volatile commodity markets is coffee. Fig. 7e Herrick Payoff Index HP, shown as a histogram with coffee prices. IPL use price, volume, and open interest in its calculation and is used in futures markets. Crossing above zero are buys, 1, crossing below are wells, 8. Fig. A weekly version of Herrick Payoff Index with treasury bonds. Notice the bearish divergences in 1993 and 1995 and the bullish divergence in 1994. Average true range is the average of true price ranges over X periods. True range is the greatest distance from today's high to low, yesterday's close to today's high, or yesterday's close to today's low. Manning Stoller, a well-known expert in the commodity business, developed the Stoller average range channels or start bands. In his formula, the 15-period average true range is doubled and added to or subtracted from a 6-period moving average MA. The upper band is start, the lower is stayer. Movement outside of these bands is uncommon and indicates an extreme situation. In this manner they can be used as trading filters. When prices are near or above the stayer band, it is a high-risk time to buy and a low-risk time to sell. Fig. Star band plotted around a 6-week moving average of weekly gold prices. Points R and 3 show prices bouncing after dipping below the lower band. Point 2 shows prices falling after rising above the upper band. The Keltner channels were originally developed by Chester Keltner in his 1960 book How to Make Money in Commodities. Linda Raschke, a very successful commodity trader, has reintroduced them to technicians. In her modification, the bands are also based on the average true range ATR, but the ATR is calculated over 10 periods.